Hey everybody, my name is Jasmine. Welcome to Grey Pixels. This channel is my adventure into the world of unlicensed, unusual, and just plain underappreciated video games, and I hope you enjoy it. The main part of this channel will focus on unlicensed games from the 8 and 16-bit era. There have been unlicensed games since then, but not as many as we saw throughout the 80s and the early 90s. As time goes on and this channel grows in scope and this grows in viewership, I intend to incorporate interviews with developers and just better quality imagery and stuff like that. But right now it's mostly going to focus on footage of games and me giving you information about who made them and what went into it. If a game is referred to as unlicensed, that means that the developer didn't go through the channels to get a game approved by the hardware manufacturer. A good way to describe this is with Nintendo and the NES, because any game that had the Nintendo seal of quality meant that the developers had gone through a submission, Nintendo had been paid to put the game on the system, and then the game was manufactured in Japan, because that was another stipulation of being a licensed game. If it didn't look like a Nintendo cartridge but still played on the NES, if it didn't have that seal of quality, it wasn't an officially licensed game. And on the back end of it, that game also had to bypass Nintendo's lockout chip that licensed games didn't have to worry about. By these standards, even games like Tengen Tetris, which seems like a pretty wide release, unlicensed. Alongside unlicensed games, I want to use this channel as a way of sharing my favorite games with the world. This can be anything from the retro games I mentioned before to current consoles. I just want to focus on games that don't get talked about as much as, say, Call of Duty and Halo and things like that. So I'm not saying AAA games are bad, but I think focusing on what I like could help someone else find something they like. But believe me, there's going to be a lot of weird stuff, so you're in for a treat. Thank you for checking out my intro video, and if you like what you hear, please subscribe to this channel. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. I'll have those links annotated somewhere around here, and I'll put them below. And if you want to help me grow this project, you think there's something that you could really get behind, I actually have a Patreon account for this channel as well. It's patreon.com/gray_pixels. For $5 a month, your name will be in the credits of every video, but I'm not asking for that, just $1 if you think I'm worth it. So all of your money will go to making this a better channel. I hope you like what you hear, and be prepared for some weird stuff.